Hey guys, and welcome back to another Serena Chisholm Real Estate video where we're doing some frequently asked questions. And today's frequently asked question is about how to examine a house for major issues pre-inspection. Now, there are 7 key indicators that I usually advise my clients on when they're doing their house tours, either looking at houses online or we actually go visit them in person, of how to examine a house for what may be future concerns as a homeowner. One of the things that most people look for or most people notice first are cracks in the walls. Now, cracks in the walls can be indicative of either major or minor foundation shifts, but usually can't be determined until you see the house in person. Another indication is if you can actually feel that there are shifts in the foundation, if there's waves in the foundation, if one side is lower than the other, that's also something that you can say there may be some concerns or something that I might want to have somebody come out and look at that's causing this foundation to have such major shifts. The second thing I usually advise people about, and which can sometimes be determined through the photos, is roof damage. Now, if you see that there's shingles missing, or if there's been complete deterioration in the roof, or you see holes or anything that's maybe concerns or causing concerns about the roof, that is something that you can already say that may be something costly as a homeowner in the future that you'll need to have replaced immediately or soon in the near future. So the third area I advise people to look at is the plumbing. And the plumbing can be difficult to determine via the photos or even in person. But one of the things I tell people to look for is if you see any concerns or any signs of previous water damage or currently going on water damage. That means that there's something going on with the plumbing that needs to be addressed, and plumbing can get costly if ignored. Now, the fourth area I would say that I always have checked as well, especially here in Texas, is the heating and cooling system. Now, this is something that, again, you probably can't tell through the photos unless there's a window unit in the house or you're able to tell that the house does not have any heating and cooling. But usually you will not be able to tell unless you see the house in person and you're able to examine the age of the unit to actually feel if there's heating and cooling happening in the house. You'll want to have that checked out prior because, again, these things can get expensive and they only last for a certain amount of time. So number 5, and this one is particularly important for my VA buyers, is termite damage. But our VA buyers in particular are not allowed to purchase a house if there's active termite damage. So one of the things that you want to look for are in front of the house, on the back of the house, and along the fence line. If you see any wood deterioration that looks like it could be termite damage, you want to have that addressed. You want to have that examined. You also want to ask the previous owners if they've had any issues with termites, so that way you can know if there may be a reoccurring issue or if it's something new that they have not yet just had addressed. 6 is the electrical panel, and again, this is something that you probably can't determine through the photos, but if you are able to see the house in person, one of the things you'll want to look at is to see the age of the panel, to see if it may be original to the house or if there's been any updates. Another indicator, if you're not just super familiar with electrical panels, is to look at the electrical outlets. Now, outlets, they nowadays come with GCI circuit breakers. A lot of the previous homes that were grandfathered in prior to a certain time frame, they do not have those GCIs. So one of the things to look for is to see how up to date your electrical system is in the house, if it's been rewired, if there's been any recalls on the electrical panels. And lastly, number 7 is the examination of the pool. So this won't apply to everyone because not all houses come with pools. But if you're interested in a house that already has a pool already, you'll want to look for things such as cracks in the pool, the age of the pool equipment. Those type of things are all indicators of what may be potential maintenance costs in the future if you need to have the pool replaced or replastered. Those are all things that you'll want to know up front when you're examining the house so you can know what could be major issues for you in the coming future. All right, guys, those are 7 key ways to examine a house for any major issues pre-inspection. Again, I am so happy to have answered some of your questions and provided you guys with some information on your home ownership journey. Of course, this is Serena Chisholm Real Estate, and until next time,